guys, it's Julie. I'm super excited to be able to share my Appalachian Trail gear list with you. So the way I'm going to do it is I have my pack already packed up with all my stuff, and I'm just going to start unloading it and showing you all of my gear as I go. When I was doing my research, I was looking for packs that would not only work for the AT but also the PCT and CDT because I am aiming for my Triple Crown. So I definitely was looking into gear that was not only lightweight but also durable because I want gear that's going to last me possibly more than one through hike. So the pack I chose is the ULA Circuit. It weighs about 2 to 2.5 pounds. So it's pretty lightweight, and it also I think is durable. I know people that used it on multiple through hikes, so that's the one I went with. It has some cord on the outside to strap in some clothing. You could hang your clothes here to dry if you wanted to. It has 2 big pockets on either side here. You can stuff whatever you want in them. It has 2 big pockets on the hip belt as well, and then also a water bottle holder. So on the outside, I have my Teva shoes. These are for camp. I went with Tevas because Crocs kind of hurt my feet. I got blisters from Crocs, and so I kind of went with the Tevas, but they have Velcro on them, and the Velcro is super annoying. So if you guys have any other ideas or suggestions of shoes to use other than these, let me know down below in the comments. I'm open to other options. This is my Fleece Headband. I got this from one of the hiking groups I used to hike with. It has a New Jersey logo on it, so I want to represent my state, so pretty cool. Headband. So I have these Outdoor Research gripper sensor gloves. They keep your hands warm, but also you can use them while using your phone. Now in my pockets, this one's empty at the moment. I use this pocket to keep my tripod in it, but I'm using that right now to record. The other pocket has my water filtration system in there. So I have my smart water bottle, a Syot bladder to collect the dirty water with, and then also my Sawyer squeeze. That's a regular one. I heard they work a little bit better than the minis, so that's what I'm going to be using. So it just kind of sits there, and then you squeeze your water into it from the opposite end. Definitely do not want to get Giardia, so this will definitely be helpful. In my hip belt, I guess we'll start with this one. I have my electronics. I have, oh, there goes my batteries. I have spare batteries in there. I also have my outlet charger for my phone. I use an iPhone 8 Plus, which I'm recording on right now, but it has 4 USB thingies on there. I can use it for multiple devices, and I also won't be hogging the outlets. And then my cord, so that's that. I have 3 spare batteries for my headlamp. And then these are my anchor chargers. I keep them in here. I got 2 of them, so I do not want to run out of battery on my phone. And then I have the 2 chargers for those. In my other hip belt pocket, I have my tampon and toilet paper bag, and my hairbrush, because I have very thick hair and I need to be able to manage it somehow. So on the back of my pack, I have my sunscreen, hand sanitizer, and a bandana. And then I also put my other water bottle that I'm going to drink mainly out of here, just because I have little short T-Rex arms and it's kind of hard to reach back for my water bottle in these side pockets, so I'm going to have to put it here. I also am bringing my fanny pack. This is a fanny pack from Light AF. I just really love having all of my items easily accessible. So I have my trowel in here. It is a Deuce of Spades ultra light. Actually just too ultra light. But I don't know if it's gonna be flimsy or not. I'll let you guys know how it works out. And then I also have a black diamond headlamp. It is the kind that has all the different brightnesses on it. It has the red light, and it also has an option to lock it so it doesn't run out of battery and accidentally turn on in your fanny pack or pack. I have my wallet. And then I also have a Gerber knife, like that. The other cool thing about my pack is it has this roll top. You can fill my pack all the way up to here, but if you're not, then you can just roll it down. I think it carries about 65 to 68 liters. Obviously, I don't have that much stuff, but it's an option. So now we'll take a look on the big outside pocket of my Circuit. We've got my puffy. It is a Mountain Hardwear down jacket. It's super packable. It goes right down into its own pocket. Yep, that's my down jacket. Next up in there is my rain cover. So this actually was sold separate from my pack, but it's by the same company, ULA. It also stuffs into its own little pocket. And then it just goes on the outside here and keeps your pack dry. I know it's probably not going to be 100%, but since I am bringing a lot of electronics, I just want to give myself a peace of mind, I guess. Oh my gosh, I'm going to look like a purple Ninja Turtle. Alright, so then we've got my rain pants. These are Marmot Precip pants. They have zippers on the bottom, so if you want to put them over your leggings or whatever you're wearing for a second layer, you can just unzip and they go right over your shoes. You don't have to take your shoes off. And I'm probably going to use these in just the wintertime for a windbreaker and also if it's snowing or raining or whatever. I'll send these home in the summer because I won't really need them. I'll just wear my shorts. Then following that is my rain jacket, which is also Marmot Precip. It stuffs down into its own little pocket. Just a basic rain jacket. And I think that's it in that pocket. All right, on to the next. So on the top, we've got a butt pad. It's a Thermarest Z-seat. I wasn't gonna really bring one of these, but then when I went to Shenandoah in the wintertime, my butt froze. So I don't want that to happen. So I'll bring it with me in the winter. I don't know if I'm gonna use it in the summer, we'll see. But I'll bring it to start. Yeah, so that's everything on the outside of my pack. So now it's time to dig on in. Right on top of the inside of my pack, I have my pot. It is in a light AF pot sack. Now on the outside of my pot, I have a pot cozy that I made myself. So the reason I made this pot cozy is mostly to save fuel. So you can boil your water, have your food in there, cook it, and then you can finish cooking it in your pot cozy. It traps the heat inside, and in that way you would save on fuel. The way I pack it up in the inside, I have my lighter, I have my pocket rocket stove, I have my fuel, a bandana to kind of clean up the cooking food mess that I have, and then my MSR pot. And on the very inside is my collapsible mug that I keep inside there. It's going to keep me majorly caffeinated on the trail, so that's super important. Luxury item, I guess. This is a Zpacks Bear Bag. Again, it's like a roll top bag, and then it has the clips. Has Velcro to keep it shut. It has a rucksack, and then some cord. And then I have my Toaks Long handled spoon. That's what I'll be eating all my food with. Next up is my toiletries. I have a packable towel in case I need to wipe something down. I probably will also use this when my tent has some condensation that I need to wipe off. I have a first aid kit. In here I have anti-diarrheal pills, I have Tylenol, Neosporin, nail clippers, just some random stuff. I have tweezers, chapstick. I have my water purification tablets in case I feel like the water is really yucky and I need to use those. I also have my Thermarest Repair Kit for my sleeping pad, because you do not want your sleeping pad to fail you. So then we got my Zpacks Duplex tent. This is actually the first tent I've ever owned. I saved up a lot for this. This is the most expensive gear I probably own. It is like a $600 tent, but I think it's well worth it because it only weighs about a pound. You pitch it using your trekking poles. So these are my black diamond trekking poles. And then you also need 6 to 8 tent stakes. I got my tent stakes from Zpacks. I keep them in the orange bag that my Toaks spoon came in. These tent stakes are super lightweight. I did break one, so I have a really heavy one from Walmart. So the Zpacks Duplex is a 2-person tent. I like the option of having more space to lay out all my gear if I want, or if I make a friend on trail and we want to chill out in my tent, then we can. Also, I have family in Virginia, New Jersey, New York, Vermont, and if my family wants to join me at all while I'm out there, then I have the room. I'm okay with spending a lot on this tent because I'm going to be using it the majority of my hike. I may stay in some shelters every once in a while, but I do not want to get norovirus. I'll only stay in the shelters when it is snowing or if the weather is really, really bad, because I am not going to get sick. Hell no. On the inside, we finally reached my compactor bag. I use this as another layer of protection from the rain. I don't want to get anything wet that's in here. So I got my clothing. It is in a Sea to Summit dry bag. I have my Patagonia shorts that I'll be wearing in the summertime. These are my Darn Tough socks. I'll be bringing 2 pairs of these. I'm wearing the other pair, so that's my extra. These are my camp socks. These are Smart Wool, I believe, yeah. These are Ex Officio underwear. I'm also wearing a pair at the moment too, so this is my backup pair. I'll probably turn them inside out so that way I have 4 days of underwear, and then when I get into town, I just wash them. So now for my camp outfits. These are Icebreaker base layer leggings. These are really comfortable, so I like those. Then I have my Smart Wool, just long sleeve shirt, base layer. That's basically all of my clothes. The only other clothes I'm bringing is what I'm wearing. So I have the R1 hoodie. You can pretty much zip it up to where you can only see my eyes. So it's super warm. That's why I didn't really feel like I needed a full hat, and I brought the Fleece Headband. And then I have a Under Armour just t-shirt. I have Patagonia leggings, and then my shoes. My shoes are Speed Crosses by Solomon. I started with X-Mission ones, and then I upgraded to these. They do have a ton of miles on them, so I'm just probably going to use them for the first 100 or so miles. And then I'll upgrade to Altras. I'm really into trying Altras. I've heard only good things about them. All right, so now we're getting really deep in there. Next is my sleeping pad. So I already kind of mentioned it. I'm using a Thermarest NeoAir X-lite. It's just a regular one. I probably could have went with the short one, but I don't really want my legs to be cold and hanging off, so I'll stick with this one first. Maybe I'll upgrade to the shorter one, who knows. My last item is my sleeping bag and my silk liner. So this is my Zpacks 20-degree sleeping quilt. It comes in this awesome bag. It's a dry bag, so your sleeping bag won't get wet. It's a down bag, which means you do not want to get this wet. It kind of goes like this, and then there's supposed to be a string right here. This string, you just pull it, and then it kind of encloses around your neck to trap all the warm heat in. And then it just kind of cocoons yourself, and it's just super warm. This is a C2 Summit silk liner. It is super silky and really comfortable. It lines your sleeping bag and adds a few more degrees to it. It also is super easy to wash, whereas down is kind of difficult to wash from what I've read. So I'll be washing this a lot. Hopefully it'll make things less smelly. So I'll probably just be using this in the summer and then send my sleeping bag home. So yeah, that's all of my gear. So next I'm gonna pack everything back up in my pack and see what my base weight comes out to. Alrighty, so I packed everything back up and I clipped my fanny pack on there to be fair. And now let's see what my base weight's gonna be. 16.69. I'll be leaving a lighter pack link down below with a more descriptive summary of all of my gear, listing their weights, how much they cost, and a link to where I got them from. Other than that, if you guys have any questions about my preparations or any question about anything, leave a question down below because my next video is going to be a Q&A before I depart on my hike. So thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.